Good Thursday afternoon to you all. Damn, that shirt looks good.
That's brand new, right out of the package.
Fresh out of the package.
Hot off the presses.
Yeah. That is glorious.
It'd be especially to compare it to the other one.
Made from a different company.
Different company, for sure. But, wow. Lucky's already in. I actually wore a Lucky shirt over here, but it was just a placeholder because I knew I had the new shirt. This week, it was just a placeholder.
That's right.
So it'll be back. But yeah, no, this is great. Little plug for and you're wearing.
That's true. But I am also wearing.
No, but that shirt, is that the same company or is that an older one?
This is one of the first ones though, before we switch to this is now the super soft cotton.
Okay, yeah.
Which this one is not, because this one was a test. Okay. I don't think I have one of these on the super soft cotton, but anyway. Welcome in. It is a Thursday once again. Time for some About Beverages podcasting. Mid-Eye, hello, it's good to see you. And again, Lucky, it is good to see you. Member number 100%. It's the very first and president of the Keith Fan Club.
A lot of zeros before that one.
That is a lot of zeros. Yeah. I remember showing, and I won't reveal it, but my checking account number and like account number one time at the place where I go, they had looked at that and they were like, it was kind of that. They were like, whoa, they're like, you've had this a long time because usually we don't have this many leading zeros. Yeah, they were actually kind of impressed. Yeah, there you go. We've got a myriad of things to have this evening. We've got 4 total beverages. 2 of them are kind of the same, which we're going to start with. We've got some prebiotic sodas. Since that seems to have been kind of popular lately. Oh, wait, did I even mention I'm Andrew?
And I'm Keith.
There we go. We're about
These sodas are popular?
They are popular.
Soda
oh, my
pop,
God. That ties very well into this right here. Bloom Pop.
Bloom Pop.
I've had several people ask me if I have had sodas from them, prebiotic sodas, so figured we'd go with it. Do you want to try raspberry lemonade or strawberry cream first?
I think we should go... I think maybe strawberry cream.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Same page. Same
Bloom
page.
Pop.
Bloom Pop. Yeah, no, that shirt looks great. I love that color. That's the navy, I think, right? I think
that's what I went with. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
I went with that because at least looking at it online, the beer colors popped the most on there. So
not the pop colors.
The pop.
The beer colors.
The
pop. Ooh, now do bacon frying. All right. Bloom Pop, strawberry cream. 3 grams of sugar.
Okay.
The usual things going on in here. Supports gut health.
Did you get
20
these
calories.
From Amazon?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
No, I went out. Must have been Saturday or Sunday. Went out shopping. Does the store have them in pre-Keith Warren editions?
Is there a market for that?
I don't know.
Because we could do that. I mean, yeah.
Lucky, do we need to get you one in June? Is that what we need to get? You? Right as we finish all hanging out, Keith just takes the shirt off his back and hands it to Lucky. I'm telling you, maybe.
Or, if I had a more developed physique, like on stream, I'd be like, all right, here's one for you. And then we could authenticate it right here, put it up in the store.
I might faint.
So there'd be video proof.
Did Lucky faint from the beer and good food? No, he fainted from Keith.
Taking off the shirt.
Keith taking off the shirt.
It's like when they exchange jerseys at the end of football games and stuff. Basketball games,
yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, Lucky has to give you some sort of shirt in exchange.
Yeah, I need something.
You guys both sign them. Yeah. This is outstanding. Baker, it is good to see you. A myriad, you say. Can't wait. Happy to see you. Good to see you, too. Man, that would be very, very funny. Boop. So yeah, this is the same. Like I said, what else have we had not from Bloom Pop, but we've had obviously the Trader Joe's.
We tried both of those.
We tried the Poppy. We've had many of the Poppy sodas.
And there was Olipop or something. Is there that?
Oh, Olipop. Olipop. We've had that one too.
Olipop.
I'll see if I can find a shirt that says "I'm Keith." It should say "I'm with Lucky." And he has one that says I am lucky, and I'm Keith.
He'll say I am lucky.
I am
and
lucky, and I'm lucky. There we go. Definitely smells like strawberry. I thought you were going to spit back in there.
No, I just went right for the drink.
Excuse me. Yeah, I thought you were going to literally spit right back in there.
I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Get to see that.
What is the sweetener in here?
Yeah, I'm wondering. Stevia.
I would think, right? Is that what it says?
It says,
Oh, sorry. It's over there.
Apple cider vinegar. I like that.
Okay.
Oh, and organic cane sugar.
Yeah, I saw there is total 3 grams of sugar total in here. So they added a little bit of that.
That's per 2 ounces, though.
Yeah. Contains 1% juice.
Contains 6 servings, 1 can.
Wow. Well, it's like,
How does that work?
oh, I forgot. So next week we should probably do, because I keep talking about it, as long as we have them, we should do one of those soda or seltzers that have it's THC. We should split one of those, because there's a prickly pear one. There's like a peach mango one. That's like, so we have one of those.
Okay.
We haven't opened it yet, but my wife bought one that is, it's a soda. So it's a regular size 12-ounce can, but it's funny because you're there, people there are a lot more into this than I am. Like I said, or even my wife is, like, so they get into the whole, of how much they consume of this particular, these types of beverages and this type of product. And he was like, yeah, those seltzers, like, it was not quite enough. I said, oh, you'd have to have like 10 of them or something like that. He's like, yeah, that's kind of it. And he's like, thankfully, so thankfully they have these sodas. So we bought one. We haven't opened it yet because it's supposed to be like Mountain Dew. But yeah, in this one can, there's 100 milligrams of THC.
Oh.
So they give you this little doser, which is nice, and it actually has a thing that seals it. And they were saying like he says they'll keep for like 3 to 4 days or something like that, the carbonation, whatever. But yeah, it has a little doser, so you can basically dose out just 10 milligrams, and it's like probably like a shot. So it's like if you really want to just take a shot of something, I was like, that's not really gonna like satisfy my soda cravings. Like,
so what happens if you accidentally grab that and just chug it?
I would probably freak out. The walls would be bleeding, and like, yeah, who knows what else would be going on.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Mm-hmm. I'd look down and think I was Mr. Toad.
Ribbit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
The stevia at the end is a little much for me. I know they're trying to make it super sweet because they're really trying to hit that. I honestly, with the other good strawberry flavors that are in there,
yeah,
I don't know how much it would change it. I would back that down.
Yeah,
like
they don't
I
need
could
to
easily do less than that, that was kind of what I did appreciate about the Trader Joe, the second Trader Joe's one we had. That one was really good, and it didn't seem like it was trying to go too sweet. It had just the right amount.
That was the strawberry vanilla, I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
like that
you
one was
weren't a
really
big
good.
fan of the cherry one. Yeah.
You'll be listening to Fish willingly. Exactly. Yeah, you'll be listening to Fish, and the Grateful Dead will somehow come on in the background.
String Cheese Incident, or isn't that?
Do they have something?
That's one of those bands. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay. Wouldn't be surprised.
String Cheese Incident.
But no, this is good. Like I said, again, it's another one of these. Who knows how much? I don't know if these really how much they help. Like who knows?
Right.
But if you want to feel a little better and not have a soda, which is obviously having all that extra sugar and stuff, this is pretty good. I was trying to think if I'd put any. Maybe you could put rum in here. I'm trying to think of something different.
Well, here's a different thing. Vodka. No,
oh. If only they had flavors of that, though, I'd probably be more interested.
If
just
only.
Generic flavors in there.
Yeah, maybe like a white rum or something like that.
Yeah,
very light.
That's
if you wanted to booze it up, but
well, it's good. There's a little tart in there. Maybe that's from the apple cider vinegar. Maybe.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that's
nice,
kind of finish there.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I like that.
Why you'll love it.
I think they're cheaper. Amazon has this. I think I've even heard you can find them a little cheaper somewhere else because this was, I think, like $2.50 for the can.
Okay.
So, but I guess that's kind of the market. I don't know. What was the Trader Joe's? Was that $2?
$2.
I would say I thought that was maybe $2.
Yep.
But yeah, I think those were, like I said, that strawberry cream one from them was very, very good. I still can't get over the color of that shirt. It looks good.
I know.
It's vibrant. No.
Very
and yet
happy.
you only wanted one shirt. I was like, we have all these things. You're like, I only want one. I can't stand too much of our merchandise.
No, we're still creating he hates these cans, right?
Right.
I want that one.
A little running alcohol is good for you. It puts hair on your chest, right? Yeah, just got to get a little bit in there.
So yeah, there's a couple. I actually think
I thought you'd get the stirring things up since 2008.
Well, so my version of that actually still looks pretty good.
Oh, does it? Okay.
It's this color, and I wear it, but it's a little tighter on me, so I'll use it like
up a little bit.
Yeah, in the wrong ways. But yes, but that still looks pretty good. And I actually have the gray one that. Yeah, there's the stirring things up, and refreshing with substance.
Oh yeah,
that one I like
that one back.
I like that one too, but I actually think the frothed one. I think I might get myself one of those too.
We should do that one, and then like I looked at my note and I added a little bit more too. Remember we talked about last week about the aeration and having like someone jumping with a wine glass and like a decanter or something like that. that one should be good. Like, aerate and like could have the middle of the basketball actually be the AboutBeverages or something like that. Or yeah, I think there could be something
like we're doing Air Jordan type. Takeoff.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we don't want to come too close. We don't want to offend Michael.
Right.
His
or
legal.
Caleb Williams. Who knows? Caleb Williams has those now too. Have you seen those?
No.
It was after the throw for Green Bay where he was almost doing that pose where people were pausing him. They made shirts that say Iceman and it's him in the logo of that pose making that throw. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, we don't want to. Their legal team is much more prolific than ours.
Yeah, I would say so. I would definitely say so. All right, let me grab the other one, which is this one right here, raspberry lemonade.
Okay.
Now, first one was a good start.
It was strawberry cream to raspberry lemonade.
It's a lesser known demo Prince B-side.
Raspberry lemonade. They're like, we need to take out a few syllables. What could we change that to?
Yeah. It does really look good. It does. Yes. I went down a little bit of a Prince rabbit hole this week because I was watching more like behind the scenes kind of stuff talking, which I'd seen some for a while now, but the stuff about, While My Guitar Gently Weeps when they did that tribute. Excuse me. And he got up on stage and performed with them and how he just like everyone, like all these guitars were like, oh my God, this guy is killing it. Have you not?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
Oh gosh, it's amazing. Yeah. It's kind of almost been like the stuff of legend or whatever, because they were doing a tribute. It must have been for George Harrison, right? Is that why they would have done
probably
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because he probably was not around, I'm guessing.
Yeah, George Harrison.
So anyway, because it was Tom Petty and like just all the guitarists you could think of were up on stage, and they were they had done something before, and like I guess Prince was there, and they're like, oh, we should have him do one of the solos with everybody, and they're like, oh, okay, you want to just come in on the solo, and he's like, yeah, I got it. he's just like on
he's just so confident.
Just like they're like okay, and then everyone was kind of like nervous to talk to him. Like that was some of the behind the scenes stuff because they were, and like so it was like a drum tech literally went over to him and was like, hey, how's it going? I'm so like it's like he's fine. Like I don't know, obviously he's kind of an eccentric guy too, but so then everyone else was doing like they're very like this is technically exactly how the song was and doing stuff much more exact in tribute. And then when it was his turn, it was just like he just literally it's on fire. Like it's,
wow.
He is like, and just showing like, cause he was like, it was one of the things they said it was basically his FU to Rolling Stone. Cause Rolling Stone had just put out an article of like the 50 greatest guitarists or 100, and he was not on it.
Okay.
And so like, then people were talking about it. It's like, okay, I'll show you how I can do. And like, it's just, and you see Tom Petty on stage go like everyone's like, oh my God, this is nuts. Like, they were all very impressed.
Wow.
And it's, you should look it up. Yeah. If you look up Prince While My Guitar Gently,
it's like a YouTube.
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube. Okay. I've seen a lot of stuff on TikTok, but it's been on YouTube and stuff too. But it's just he's just wailing and just but not in like a Michael J. Fox Back to the Future, like sliding on the stage and stuff. No, he's doing it in like just the right way. Where it's like, oh, it's my turn. Okay, I'll go, and then just shredding, and you're like, oh my God, but still staying within the confines of that solo, and that's what I mean. Like it's again, it's not the like
pushing the boundaries.
But, yes, 100%. Yeah, he was breaking some boundaries, but it's very cool.
That'll be 10 years already.
It's been gone, really.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about that before. 2016 was a bad year for musicians passing. It was a good year for the Cubs, if you're a Cubs fan. But that's hard to believe. That was 10 years ago already as well. But you had
that's crazy.
David Bowie, Glenn Fry, Prince, and George Michael are the four that I can think of. I'm sure there were others, but
I didn't know George Michael was that same year too.
It was at the end. It was like around Christmas of that year, but still 2016.
This is raspberry lemonade from Bloom Pop. We just had the strawberry cream, which was good. We liked it. The real cost of a Cubby World Series. Everyone has to die. Well, so Mills, I don't know if you're about to bring this up. Also good to see you, Mills. But I was literally about to mention, have you seen all this stuff? Like there's been all this, that was when like the Bears, how they were having their good season. And they were saying the Bears needed to win the Super Bowl to put us back on the correct timeline. Because it's when the Cubs won the World Series and it's Trump became president and all these like horrible kind of things that happen around the world. So it's like, they said that created something where we went on the bad timeline. And with the Bears, when they were coming back and they were like, possibly they're like, the Bears need to win a Super Bowl to put us back onto the correct timeline.
Interesting.
It's like the theory, like, but that was, the universe having to balance itself in some way. That's pretty good too.
So I'm not as much of a fan of that one.
Okay, I like that one because that one's a little more tart, and it's a little bit less of the sweet for me.
There's a little something funky on the finish, though. The funky finish.
Funky Comedina?
Not even that.
Oh, okay.
Medina and some dinner. Yeah, there's a weird like sour bitter note back of my tongue.
Wait, let me see. Oh. There's just somebody, little crotchety old man, like,
Sonny, old gray man.
Don't go anywhere near this part of my palate. I'm very angry. Be a good emote. Some sort of sour bitter palate man.
Sour bitter, yeah. That even the aroma was like a little medicinal to me at first.
Oh.
And then it was
the aroma to me doesn't have a lot going on it, but like I said, did I have a thing for this one too? I'm sure it's the same. Yeah, like I said, I thought the lemonade came through nice. Like I said, there was a little more of that tart that I liked. This one's the same thing for everything, I'm assuming. Apple cider vinegar, cane sugar. Prebiotic, oh my God.
I keep tasting the sodium citrate. No, what
I keep
is that?
tasting the Exobligo charades.
Oh yeah, charades. Those charades.
That is a hell of a word.
That is a word.
Someone just fell their hand on the keyboard. they were filling out some form for some new thing they discovered, send. and they hit send at the same time, and they're like, "Yep, that looks right." Xylu. How would anybody pronounce this word? Look at this.
Xylu.
That is legal. Actually, we should do this.
Oh, wait, saccharides is the last part.
Oh, okay.
Xylugi. Oh, wait, no.
Is pronounced saccharide. Good that you noticed that. Can I get it to say? Can we say it? Will it do it?
Learn how to pronounce.
Is it going to be crazy loud? No, I don't hear anything.
Xylo-oligosaccharides.
Oligosaccharides. There you go. That's how you say it. Xylo. I can't wait for the next person to come into chat, and that's like the last message they see is just that giant word. They're going to wonder if I had some sort of heart attack or stroke or something like that, and I also hit the keyboard. That is interesting. That's pretty good. Like I said, I like both of these. So you like the first one obviously better. I think I like the first one better too, but I think I like this one too.
This one's not quite as cohesive as I would like it to be.
Okay.
But I'll still finish it. Xylo-oligosaccharides. Well,
now that it is in the public eye, RFK is going to ban it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, yeah. Well, we're not talking about sports, so Sushi doesn't have to hit that right
that's
now.
That's right.
We'll find out other things she doesn't like us talking about. Anytime that comes up, she's like, God, she doesn't like talking about science either. What's going on?
Science. I started watching, it's on Netflix. It's called Somebody Feed Phil. I don't know if you've ever, I was telling Baker about it the other day. Phil Rosenthal, he's the guy who created Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
Rosenthal.
We were talking, I've never watched an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond.
It's fine.
But the guy who I want you to meet that I work with, JJ,
yeah,
he was telling me about, because something we did the other day or something we were saying reminded him of an episode, and he's mentioned it a few times before, but he's just going like to different countries and having like somebody who's like a chef or someone who knows the food scene in that area, like show him a couple of spots, and then another person will take him.
How do we get a show like that but for drinks? How do we do that?
Well, he'll have usually he'll have a cocktail at least during the.
I would hope so.
Or they'll be serving beverages, but it's cool. You guys have Netflix, right? Yeah. So they're like, I don't know, 45, 50 minutes, something like that. And I think there's 8 seasons, but the longest, most episodes I ever saw in a season was like, I think 7 or 8 or something. They'll have like 5. But he's kind of a little quirky, funny guy, and
these guys,
he's a quirky, funny guy. But he went to Amsterdam was a more recent one, and Oh wait, that's,
Berserker with a 5-stream streak. Berserker, thank you for the 5. Appreciate it.
who had the like 20 or something last
Oh my
week?
gosh.
Did that ever come to an end?
Brad's now like at 70. Sushi's like
Whoa.
in the high 60s. I think Mills has even been in like the 20. Brad's 72. Brad's here. He's like, I got to keep my streak. These bastards doing it in the middle of the day. These shows 72. There you go. But yeah, I think, like I said, Mills was up. Like I said, yeah, there's a lot of people that are up there with their streaks. Did you get a chance to catch Pale Blue Eye yet? I have not, but I did write that down though. We were talking a lot of Robert Duvall, obviously, this week.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, with him passing away, some of his lesser known roles, Tender Mercies, and not lesser known, but
Let's say Tender Mercies won the Academy Award.
Yeah, but ones people don't talk about as much. It's
Right.
Like, it's always The Godfather. It's Apocalypse Now. It's those kind of things come out. Lonesome Dove.
The Great Santini.
Is that what
See?
the Muppets?
That's lesser
Is that
known.
what the Muppets?
Yeah.
Is Kermit the Frog in that?
the music.
Is Kermit the Frog in that? There you go.
That was one of those movies that was on HBO when we first got it. When that was like when you had the little box.
Oh yeah,
I actually had the little box
yeah,
on top
the
of the
buttons.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was, and I think Baker watched that too. She'll remember it. But the Michael O'Keefe who plays Danny in Caddyshack.
Oh, okay.
He's like an older son, and Robert Duvall is the father, and he's like he's like really hard on him. And I don't remember the whole thing, but I just remember watching all of it or most of it back because it was
as
on.
much as you needed to.
It's the Great Santini.
As much as you needed to.
But
Didn't
yeah,
Redford-
no, he was 95.
Didn't Redford pass away this last week? Did he actually pass away?
Robert Redford passed away in September.
Okay.
Of last year. Yes, that was actually when we were in Europe.
I just saw people making reference to that, and they were talking about like how much you can tell people liked Robert Duvall more because there's been so many tributes to him and people talk about all this like, and they're like, in Robert, I don't know why this came up, but I saw multiple posts where people were just like, yeah, Robert Redford, there wasn't near as much effusiveness, I guess you might say, toward his work, his career, like all those kinds of things, which, I don't know.
Interesting.
Like I wasn't one way or the other on either side of that. I was just surprised. I saw multiple people referencing that and I was like, that's interesting. Never gotten higher than 7 with anyone. Work makes it hard. Berserker, damn it. That's not fair.
It's
not fair.
It's funny. I wouldn't. I mean, like, so we were in Europe when he passed, but even there, I was reading a lot of
Keith,
stuff.
I don't think you killed him. It's fine. You don't have to keep
no.
mentioning
Yeah, no. I was
mentioned it like
I
3
was
times.
nowhere near him. I was nowhere near.
Just
No,
mentioned
but
like
I
3
mean,
times.
well, twice. But but I'm saying that because I thought there was a lot of coverage about that, but maybe there wasn't.
It was more about his Sundance catalog.
The Sundance catalog,
Who
the
curate the
Sundance
catalog?
Film Festival, and, which won't be in.
Is it not
Where
in
is it now?
Sundance
It's
at
going to
all?
be moving to somewhere. Was it in Park City or? I can't remember. It's moving somewhere else next year, I guess, because it's a different. And it was funny. There was a guy in my line a few weeks ago, and he had a Sundance shirt on, and I don't. We started talking about it a little bit. He's like, "Yeah, I've worked there a few times," and he's like, "Actually, this move will be good." He said, "It'll be a good move." So
Okay.
it's like, okay.
We were just talking about Robert Redford, well, in September, previously passing away, and then we were talking about Robert Duvall. We were talking about Robert Duvall having passed away as well just this last week. And all the amazing, like I said, yeah, definitely a time to go back and watch some of his lesser known works for sure. Some of that may have been Redford had been out of the public eye for a while, like Hack.
Yeah,
that could be. Yeah, like I said, yeah, it was just an odd thing for, like, again, if I saw one, but it was like I saw like 3 or 4 different posts of people commenting on that. I was like, why is this gaining traction? Like, I mean, I have nothing against Robert. Like, I don't care. Like,
Well, I wasn't around. I'm just kidding.
so make sure you know Keith was out of the country.
I think I've probably only seen 4 Robert Duvall movies. Or a lot of them. Oh, and he's also Boo Radley. And
That's true. Yeah, he didn't speak.
Yeah. No, that's what I
Did it all with his eyes.
He just said Boo.
And they're like, Radley.
Yeah.
But I've seen a decent amount of, like, probably not too many more than that, but like, I mean, he was in a lot of courtroom drama. Like, I remember like those kind of muddled together for me. Like, he was in some like court, movies and stuff like that, which I remember I saw people talking about.
No.
Brad Pitt and Robert in Spy Games. I just watched it for the first time shortly before he passed. Oh, Spy Game. Robert Redford, Spy Game. But yeah, like I said, yeah, quite an amazing career. But yeah, cool. Because was it Tender Bar? Was that one he actually learned how to sing? Is that what I was seeing?
Oh, possibly. I know.
Because like he didn't.
He
have,
was like a down
like,
on his luck country.
Yeah,
artist
that's
or
what
something
it.
like
Yeah.
that. Okay. Yeah. 83, I think, was that movie. But
Oh, okay. But yeah, well, that was what I saw. I can't remember what the other ones were, but like on the whatever the top 100 movies of all time, like by the Motion Picture Academy, like whatever they're 100, like he's been in 6. He was in 6 of them more than any other actor.
well, I probably named 3 of them.
Yeah, those 3 for sure. Well, 4. We were just talking about Tender Mercies is on there. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, I think that was in there.
That's that great of a movie?
I guess.
Wow. Okay.
But anyway, I can't remember what the other 2 were though. Courtroom Stuff. He was in Civil Action with John Travolta. I don't know if that's the one I was thinking. That's not what I was thinking of. John Travolta movie with Rob. Huh.
The General's Daughter? No, that wasn't him.
Wait a minute. Genital's daughter?
The General's. Oh, God. Wow.
He was not in that one.
He was not in that one. No.
Yeah. Yeah. That was Robert Fuckall.
He only consulted. Yeah.
Yeah. He consulted.
He directed.
John Grisham novel. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, no, this wasn't. I feel like this was an older movie. But anyway,
Yeah.
like I said, Robert Duvall, obviously. But 95 though, that's pretty good.
That's a long time.
You're doing all right. I don't know if he's been in anything lately, but
It seemed like they said he was still like working. Yeah.
I think Robert Kraft financed that movie.
Yeah.
He would have. That definitely sounds accurate. All right, let's take a slightly early break.
Okay.
We're going to go get the next featured beverage, which is
In the current Trader Joe's flyer.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yes, featured in that. We had this actually we didn't have it, but it was in the store a few months back, and then it was gone, and then it came back for the flyer. They probably were like, crap, we got a lot of this stuff. Put it in the flyer.
We have more of this left in the warehouse.
Put it in the flyer.
It's right next to the Extra Añejo tequila. Found they had more of the
That's
Irish
right, the
whiskey that
extra.
was
Yes.
the Extra Añejo. But yeah, so we're going to go grab this, and then we'll also grab the other beverage, so there won't be any other breaks. But yeah, we're going to take a little bit of an early one. But yeah, we will be
right back.
Right back. And we are back. That was pretty quick.
That was quick. Well, you didn't have to.
There's no mixing
exhibit
of cocktail.
your bartending skills.
That's right. We didn't have to because the cocktail is already mixed for us. So it's green screening out. We won't even show that there.
Oh no.
This is the Irish coffee
Yes.
from Trader Joe's. This is obviously what it is. What's all in here? Obviously, some Irish and some coffee.
Some Irish. Yeah, of course. It's loaded with Irish.
Loaded
Irish
with
whiskey.
Irish. Water, Irish whiskey, sugar, coffee extract.
Yes.
Water is the first ingredient.
Water is the first ingredient?
Water is the first ingredient.
Oh,
then
man.
Irish whiskey.
It's water that turned into whiskey. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
I guess
That
that's
is
not how it
my
works.
kind of religion. More interested. Guess I didn't realize that Brady and Kraft were accused of the same thing. Underinflated balls.
Wow.
Where is it? Nice. I think Mills loves a good Kraft joke as much as he loves a good as much as he loves a good Dallas Cowboys joke.
I have not had this before, so I don't know.
You've not had this?
I have not.
Okay.
I've not. And we're also getting our St. Patrick's Day show out of the way.
Which is
so we can
usually
avoid that debacle.
Which is usually a complete flop.
Yeah, that's what we don't even try that anymore, which is good.
Oh my God.
We just happen to, have shows.
We just fell onto that one not being great, unfortunately. Yeah, like since you can obviously pour this in a rocks glass, you can pour it over ice. There's a recipe on the back there if you want to heat it up a little bit and do kind of like a hot cocktail, and then throw some whipped cream on it, which I think might actually be a little better, a little more interesting, possibly. Yeah. But that takes a little more work. 375 ml bottle price is
$10.
$10. Not available
where we are.
is what it says.
Not available?
That's what it says.
Oh.
Is this the breakfast blend? Yeah, is this a breakfast blend? Yeah, if you've got Irish whiskey in there, you've got to have a breakfast blend. Coffee comes through strong.
Yeah, coffee definitely comes through.
This coffee extract.
Especially on a cold day, which it has been cold for
Yeah,
where
for us,
we
it had
are.
some nice rain.
This probably would be nice heated up and, Cuddling under a blanket.
Yeah,
Not the
nice,
two of us.
Nice little mug. And then,
You
I
and
mean,
cuddle.
hey,
Yeah.
there's only one blanket. I'll share it. It's fine.
One blanket, one microphone. The story of About Beverages. Wait,
That's our book. That
one
we write.
glass, one microphone.
2 guys, 1 glass, 1 microphone.
2 guys, a microphone. Wait, no.
2
and
brothers,
a pizza place.
2 brothers, 1 glass, 1 microphone, and a pizza place.
The sad story of no way.
The sad start to About Beverages,
Beverages.
and their global empire.
Humble beginnings. That's right.
Humble beginning. The story of the humble beginning story of About Beverages.
Why water has to be the first ingredient? Why? Get a little bit of whiskey in there.
I guess
Get the
technically,
coffee.
if you listed, I guess the ingredients on the back of a bottle of whiskey, the first one would be water too. Like water, then malt,
Yeah.
barley, like might be all water.
But this actually doesn't. That actually says then
Yeah.
whiskey. Yeah. Okay.
It separates the two. Water, milk, coffee. Yeah, exactly.
Loaf of bread,
Container milk,
stick of butter.
stick of butter.
I think it could be a little stronger.
I think so too. There's definitely everything's
It's a little
fairly
something.
well balanced.
Yeah, it's balanced.
Yeah, I think overall that's pretty good.
An Irish whiskey is normally on the milder side. Normally,
Yeah.
there are some that aren't. There are some that are going to be stronger, but I'm guessing that a milder one was used in this.
Right,
I have
for
no
sure.
idea exactly, but yeah, the more I sit with it,
That's actually not bad. I definitely would be interesting to if you went like full on cocktail with it and kind of, added, like the whipped cream and warmed it up.
Yeah.
And kind of made it like a
served it like
hot
that.
beverage like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it might be kind of interesting too.
Yeah.
I heard Irish whiskey and now I want to drink. I mean, this is not bad for of some of the pre-made cocktails we've had. This is one of the better ones.
I would definitely
Lately.
say, I would agree with that.
Some
yeah.
of these.
Yeah.
Is this a good sipping thing? Yeah, this is definitely a sipper. This would not be something you would just like down. So definitely a sipper. I don't know if they actually do they say the ABV on here? They do 20%.
That's like 20. Yeah.
So it is not very, like I said, it's just more of a sipper just because of the flavors, not the actual amount of alcohol in there per se.
Yeah, that's
But-
not like it's not like like some of the cocktails you've made lately. Like even like last week's. Well, no, maybe not last week's. That was good, but not. Some of them they're just like, oh my god, this is scary. How good this is. What's
Right
that?
there. That is on the backdrop. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Like they're like scary, easy to drink quickly to just gulpable, which isn't necessarily what you want in a cocktail.
Yeah.
But yeah, this would be fun to on a cold night or a cold morning, as it were.
That's true.
As your breakfast blend.
As your breakfast blend, yeah. Mills isn't leaving the house. He's fine. Honeycrisp 1911 cider was better than I expected. Oh, yeah. How were those ciders, Frosty? I remember you were saying you were disappointed because you realized you'd actually grabbed 2 of the wrong ones. One of the wrong ones, something like that was not correct in the mixed pack you had.
It's funny. We were looking at, so I guess a customer asked one of my coworkers the other day, what is the difference between, like we have an apple juice that's, well, we have one in our refrigerated section and then we carry some others. What's the difference between apple juice and cider? So we were looking that up.
Depends on who makes it.
And
Who makes it. You could have the Dickens cider.
Well, you could have that.
You could have the Cayman cider.
Wow.
You haven't seen that one?
I haven't heard of that one.
That one's a little more tropical. The Cayman Islands. Have you had the Cayman cider? It's supposed to be pretty good.
You have to go down south for that.
Go down south for that.
No, the best I could find really in doing it, and it's funny, I was like, because I'm on the sales floor. It was early in the morning yesterday, though, so there weren't a lot of customers, but a couple of my fellow crew members were there. This is work knowledge. This is for, but I looked it up. Essentially, it's like cider is not filtered, usually like
Unfiltered, unpasteurized?
and usually unpasteurized.
Okay.
They said, but like then we looked at ours, and one of them says pasteurized. So
Okay.
it was
I was thinking of
kinda
cider as being
confusing
like
noise.
cloudy. Like,
yeah, and that's kind of
like you're getting more of the pieces in it, like because you said that
Yeah,
unfiltered. I guess
unfiltered.
but
Yeah.
Grabbed one of the wrong ones. I thought I grabbed a raspberry 1912 cider instead. Got Orchard Bloom Dark Core Black Cherry Hard Cider, which was, oh, nice. Well, at least it was good. Sugar content, maybe? Would sugar content also factor into that?
Nothing I read about that. Yeah, just say, apple juice versus, there you go.
And you got about apple cider and apple juice both come from pressed apples, but differ primarily in processing. Cider is raw, unfiltered, and cloudy, while apple juice is filtered, pasteurized for longer shelf life and clearer. Cider offers a tangier, bolder flavor and often sold in autumn, whereas juice is sweeter, smoother, available year round. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of about what we thought. So really not, it's really like everything is the same. It gets to this point, and then either you're going to do a lot of extra things to it,
right,
or you're just going to bottle it.
Right.
It's about how you can
seems kind of where that landed. I agree with that.
Cider is usually 100% juice without added sweeteners. Apple juice may contain added sugars or preservatives.
Okay. May.
Seasonally, nutritional comparison. Similar in calories and sugar, though apple juice sometimes has higher sugar content due to additives. So if you want more of just like the actual
right,
apple.
But that is funny. We have an apple juice that's unfiltered.
So that's cider then.
That's it. So why does it have to be so confusing? What
that's funny though.
What does it mean?
I blame Trader Joe's.
That's right.
So like your grape juice wine from a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
right. A little bit.
And
did you report back?
I did. Yeah.
What did you tell them?
I told them. I said it wasn't as good as the rosé, as far as tasting like a wine. I said it had a little bit of dryness, a little bit of, but overall it was not something I'd necessarily buy again.
Oh, snaps! Thank you for the raid.
Goodness.
I appreciate that. That is very, very kind. How are you doing, my friend? It is good to see you. Snaps, thank you so much for the raid. Good morning.
That's
Welcome
a big number.
Good afternoon, baby. It is a big number.
I might get shy. Might get a little stage fright.
Okay.
You're used to these.
That's true. It's
me.
All in the middle of the day. Sorry, having a whole cutie chat here. Oh my gosh, bringing in all the cuties. Snaps, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It is very, very kind. How are things with you? It is good to see you. You guys are somehow not following the absolutely amazing and fantastic Shanice Snaps. You've made mistakes that can be fixed very easily. Oh my God. Top of the screen. Marsha coming in as well. Will you do a nod talk for us? Do I go up like, do you go like this? I don't know what that is.
Nod talk.
Nerd Out Day. Okay, there we go. Now
okay.
Man, that was about to be some real sweat in there because I was like, I've got to try and figure out what this acronym is when everyone comes in. Hey, Keith, can you look at this? Yeah. Please look over there. We have a day set as a community. It's the 28th. Oh my gosh, the 28th. A Nerd Out Day. I love a good Nerd Out Day. Okay. All right. I have a Club Dale's Bahama Mama. I don't know what that is, Bean. What is it?
A faulty thermonuclear regulator in machine number 4, the Bahama Mama.
The Bahama Mama. Oh, God. That's a good Cheers reference. Welcome in, everyone. Snaps, thank you again so much for the raid. I appreciate it. We are doing a little podcasting here as we do most Thursday evenings. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are About Beverages. We are doing some tastings. We do some general chat. Talk about world events. We talk about sports. We talk about movies, video games, whatever is basically on our mind, as well as having beverages and things like that. So
the tangents are diverse and many.
That's accurate. That is accurate. Give me a link to the forum that tells you more of things to TED Talk. Oh, okay. All right. I will definitely. Yeah, please DM me. That sounds really cool. I really like that. But yeah, welcome in, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Like I said, I play video games throughout the week. Usually 7:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. Like I said, this is the podcast we do on Thursdays, starting around 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. It's about to change though in March.
I think it is. Yeah, it's not it's
beginning of March.
The switch I like. So
I don't either.
Yeah,
I like this time.
This is perfect.
2 hours closer to my East Coast friends, only an hour later to my other friends. It's fine.
I like it.
It's fine. But anyway, like I said, we do a lot of that kind of stuff. If you want to join the conversation in any way whatsoever, follows can be dropped. We appreciate that. Follows are absolutely free over on Snaps' channel as well, which it's shocking. Did you know people actually try and charge for follows? Have you heard of
Who does this?
I don't know.
We don't do that.
No one in their right mind would do that.
100%.
I'm sure someone does. There are horrible people out there that do that. Not here. Again, right click on the link I put in chat, open a tab, hit the follow button. Would greatly appreciate it. But yeah. Thank you guys all very much for coming in. First beverage of the evening was what? What did we have? Some
was
Bloom Pops?
Yes. Bloom. That's right. Bloom Pops. Strawberry cream?
No, we had the hops the other week.
But we had Bloom Pops.
Oh. Yeah.
That's right. It fits. It fits. It
did.
works.
The hop was good though too.
Yeah.
I would love a good bevy right now to be. I'm telling you, you should go have something. Whatever. It doesn't have to. Like we're having obviously some alcohol right now. We're gonna have some whiskey in a little bit. We're gonna have a single malt.
It's true.
To finish out the show. But like I said, have something. We had Bloom Pop. Like I said, it was their raspberry lemonade. It was their strawberry cream.
Strawberry cream.
Both of them being pretty good if you want to do the prebiotic soda thing, which was pretty good. But yeah, like I said, right now we're enjoying Trader Joe's Irish coffee. Shockingly
Pre-made
made with
cocktail.
Irish yeah, pre-made cocktail. Yep. You could warm this up, put whipped cream on it. You could do fancy it up a little bit. We just threw it over a rock. We're being simple.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. Is this not a year-round thing though?
No, I think it is a limited thing. It had, like we'd had it for a while, and then it disappeared, and then it came back, and it was in the flyer. So I think we had a question up there.
Oh, what did I miss?
Being both dads.
Oh, so you have the dad thing selected. Are you both dads? We are.
We are.
We are both dads. That is true.
It's true.
That is very, very true. Separately.
That'd be.
We're brothers.
I can't explain that. I can't even wrap my head around how that would work.
Forgot I said I was going to go sit in the sun. Snaps, get out there. Enjoy the
go
sun.
Soak up
Appreciate
the sun.
You. Appreciate you.
Got your 45s on so you can rock on.
Oh, man. But yeah, like I said, not around year round. Might come back. Like I said, who knows? It's always kind of up in the air. Depends on how well it does. Which this one kind of did. You said they were out and then it was back.
Yeah, I don't know if. I'm not exactly sure why if they wanted to bring it back like in advance of St. Patrick's Day, but it's good. I think it could have a little bit more. Maybe whatever that water ratio was could be pulled back and a little bit more of the Irish whiskey. So
I would.
but overall, it's a good balance.
Especially kind of like what you're talking about. Like I said, if you were going to warm this up the way you would, which might,
maybe that would reduce. That
might take too much. Like I don't know how the reduction part of that would work.
Yeah.
But that was what I was thinking of. Like I would almost want it to be a little more syrupy if I'm going to add something else to it, like whipped cream or like kind of something else that's kind of doctored up a little bit. Or if I was going to maybe pour this into like a little bit of my own coffee that I've got left over, if I had some cold brew or something, if you wanted to bring out a little bit more of that. But yeah, overall it is pretty good. Who is the evening kids here? We're all kind of in the evening.
Evening kids.
You also came in on, we were just happening to be nerding out, since we'll use that for another moment.
Okay.
We were talking about a little apple juice versus apple cider, which we basically learned is there's really not much
a lot of difference.
It's all the same till it hits this one point, and then they either say, let's do nothing else to it, and it becomes cider. And if they say, hey, we want to super pasteurize it, filter it, maybe add some more sugar and additives and let it stay on the shelves longer, then it becomes
apple juice. That's right.
So, there you go. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. What's also simple, though, is making an American single malt scotch in your own home.
It is the easiest thing to do. And we're here to tell... No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Have a great evening. I mean, we're all kids.
That's right.
I'm a kid at heart. I'll go with that. Last beverage of the evening. Should we go with that? Should we swap it over?
Let's move on.
Okay, let me see if I
Westward Ho.
Got it. Oh, I like it. It's been a long time since I've been called that. It's been 84 years.
We love them so much. We are Westward Ho. No, wait.
Actually, speaking of that.
Do they have a shirt that says that?
No.
Okay.
No, it does not. Before I lose my train of thought. There we go. This is the final beverage of the evening that we're going to have. I saw, because I'm a part of Westward Whiskey's, I forget what they call it. They have a club. They have a membership club where you get access to bottles like this one. Some other ones that I have on the way. Like I said, they do I think it's like every quarter they release something that's completely new. You can also buy some of their older stock that is, the stuff that they just don't put out for everybody. Anyway, I got an email saying that they're actually doing something up in Phoenix. And since I'm a part of their club, I'm invited to go up there and they're having like an early pour. I think it actually is like the 28th. That was, I think, what triggered my memory too. Not only this, but also Snaps mentioning that date. But it was something about the 28th, and it was up in Phoenix. You go up there and like I said, you had to, show that you were a member or whatever, but you get an early pour of one of the ones that I'm already getting, the Pedro Jimenez Sherry Cask, American single malt, and I think some other things then too, or whatever. But yeah, I was like Phoenix. I was like, really? I was like, okay. I was like, that's interesting. So who knows? Who knows where we'll go?
You should head on up.
We should move on up to the east side of Phoenix.
Right. So what are we trying? So we've had how many have we had from Westward? You may have had more. Well, you've obviously had more. One more than I had.
Yeah.
I noticed the level.
Once you see the bottle, you know that.
You'll know. Yeah. I said, well, you and Litha have been enjoying.
Thankfully, my wife also appreciates a good, not only American single malt, but a bourbon or a whiskey. And she really likes these. So then that helps out because these are not super cheap compared to other things that we enjoy. Like, this one, like most of the other things, it's $100.
Okay.
So get that out of the way right away.
Justify my pour.
Madonna's in here?
There we go.
God.
Justify my pour.
God, I haven't thought about that song in forever.
Yeah, well,
Holy
it's funny.
God.
My son was talking about the song "Who's That Girl," because he's like, I never. No, not that.
Oh.
Senorita Masfina, who's that girl? It's a Madonna song. It was number one song.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking about Madonna's number ones, and
you just started rattling off Sean Penn.
And Justify My Pour was actually one of her number ones. Well,
Really?
Justify My Love was one of her.
Justify My Pour. I love it. That's Weird Al Yankovic's version.
Shirt.
Justify My Pour.
Justify My Pour.
Is there anything iconic from that video that we could put on the shirt?
Oh, well, I'm sure there's a lot of iconic stuff, but not anything we want on the shirt.
Okay. All right. That sounds fair.
Justify
That sounds
My
fair.
Pour.
But yeah, so this is Westward Whiskey. This is their American single. Well, this is technically it's called two malts.
Okay.
So this is malted barley and malted rye, which I thought you'd be interested in that.
Okay,
You like the rye.
Yes.
And was there anything else interesting about this one? 12% malted rye, sourced from their longtime partner, Great Western Malting.
Okay.
Westward Ho, there you go. Your name is Rio, and we're about to pour by the same.
There we go. That's right.
We're just going to make all the musical takes right now. Justify My Pour.
Justify My Pour.
I can't even remember that video. I know that song.
Watching and waiting. You.
Was that one of the ones where she was trying to be a little extra edgy?
Yes, I think so.
All
I think that's where the edginess
Is that where it
officially presented itself.
No Lucky Star in that one?
No.
I have to share something dark, Bevy. So I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get the Kill an Enemy Effective. Oh, you were talking about that the other day. It's a video game we're playing right now.
Okay.
Outer Worlds 2. Not an actual real life thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that dark.
Berserker's a serial killer.
This is dark, but it's not that dark.
It's not that dark. It's living out fantasies, but it's like as long as they don't become reality, it's fine. Turns out if you just fight one of your companions who is just as powerful as you get it to... Oh, that's weird. Did you do that and then just resave? I didn't even know you could accidentally attack your companions in the game. That's interesting.
Ooh, friendly fire. Not good.
I guess.
Huh.
Yeah. Outer Worlds 2 is the video game that has been played quite a bit lately on the channel.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think there's nothing else specifically different about this one compared to...
Wait, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Where they had the ice cube down there and then we had the glass. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
We were just talking about the experiences you can have within any place. You can go out to dinner or, I mean, we happen to be traveling, but just sometimes you're like, there are those moments that they're just like, that was a great part of that I can extract from that particular evening.
Well, we talk about a lot too, like I said, whether it's, a pour of something special or whatever else, that so much about that is not just contained within the drink, but it's contained within the people you're around and they're sharing it with. That's why we always love when we get, like I said, really great beers from either it's the brewery or things that are actually a little extra special. Maybe they have a little more ABV to them. They're a little bit heavier. Like it's not something you can just drink yourself, and you're able to share that with a group that is also equally as enthusiastic, like I said, especially friends and family, and you can have that kind of shared moment. That's what you'll remember down the road is now, you'll kind of remember that drink, but then that little bit, like a song or anything else, then takes you to, like I said, all the other people that were around. And that's what kind of makes a lot of this stuff so special.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that was a good drink. And remember that person shared this story.
Yeah, exactly.
And I remember we laughed at this.
100%. Yeah. And like I said, we remember a lot of stuff. It was like that. Oh, and it was this Thanksgiving and we had it at this time. We were doing this thing or Christmas or whatever else it might be. So
you've got a lot to catch up on here.
That's all right. I got it. Specific to Asa because she gets very mad when you say you want her to leave. The rest of them leave peacefully. Did it while I grabbed the abandon all your teammates trophy. Oh, geez. Feels a little cheap grabbing trophies away, but whatever. Don't allow me to turn back again and change my choices then. That's the end of my rant. No, that's funny. I definitely do a lot of that kind of stuff.
There's a lot going on in here. I decided to just jump in because
You're good.
You've already tried this.
I have.
So
I've tried this.
full transparency.
Full transparency. Have tried this one. We have some more of these, some more on the way from them because it was time for that to hit.
I'm getting cinnamon. I'm getting like bread, baking grain, baking, like not yeast, but yeah, just like some hearty grains that have been baked. Yeah, it goes cinnamon, then it goes to some different spiciness.
If you ever want any of these, you just have to let me know. I can order it for you. I just saw this one said 8 left in stock.
Looks like you might need to get a backup for yourself. Yeah, there's just a lot of good, like bread, and then oddly some cinnamon as well. I get that.
I think there's some cinnamon baking spice kind of thing going on there.
Yeah.
The bread for sure. Yeah, that's nice.
So in your experience with this, what do you get? What have you guys determined?
It's good.
No. I like it.
I like it.
Thank you.
I think everything you said there was, like I said, there's a little bit of fruit in there too. Like I said, I get a little bit of that, but yeah, there's kind of bread, and that could actually almost kind of be like a sourdough bready kind of thing. Because there's that kind of note in there, good caramel. There's still a little bit of the I think Westward always has a little bit of a through line of there's always like a little bit of a chocolate kind of note in there with their single malts. Yeah. And it's just some way that they, like I said, either specifically the what they, like I said, the malt that they use, like I said, the barley that they use, or
it is very pumpernickel-y rye. It's definitely got that. And then with that baking spice. So that's intriguing. I'm wondering how that's going to actually taste.
I would drink, but my kids are too little and they get into everything. Yeah, you always have to make the proper decision. For me, it was always like, I don't want to drink anything. I'm watching another human being.
Yes. I know. There was a point.
So I was like, wait, my backup is here. Okay, I'm going to have something to drink.
There was a point early on in parenthood where I was like, I'm never having anything to drink ever again.
Well, let's not go too far.
No, at that
just
point.
Kidding.
Early on.
I get that though.
Early
you're
on.
like, you're like, I need to be in all the right.
Yeah.
What if something happened? I have to get in the car. I have to drive. So like, at least that's what a responsible kind of adult thinks of. And then it's like, wait, I have my partner here.
Yeah.
All right. Which one of us gets to have something?
All right.
It's like,
you can get hammered tonight.
Right.
It's hammer time.
$90 proof. So like I said, most of their stuff, nothing is usually too hot. They kind of hit that range. A lot of their stuff is usually aged at least 5 or 6 years. Some of it more. You asked earlier about all the different ones we've had. We've had their stout cask edition. We've had their Pinot Noir cask edition. We've had their cask strength. We have had the Milestone edition number 3, which was our featured thank you beverage for the beginning. And then what else? The other week we had the Double Dark. We've had that one recently. We're about to have this one. I have one more here that we haven't tried yet. And then, like I said, I've got a couple more on the way. Yeah, I think they're fantastic. Like have
they ever responded to you? Sorry, I interrupted.
I haven't really messaged them per se directly. Right. So no. If only I could trust people easily like that. I get it. Yeah, you definitely got to make your own calls with who you have around you. Are you trustworthy? Can I have a sip? No. This cabinet must remain locked. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what some of the other, what did I get? I didn't get I actually saw the rum one you could actually get. Some of these you can get at Total Wine. We've also seen them at our local Tap and Bottle as well. Like I said, a couple of the more mass produced ones. I think this is one of the ones I got right here. I got a smoked cask. So that one I think is on the way. I got another one that was like, I tried to look for some stuff that had a little bit higher. Like in general, I usually like proofs 100 and above, just because not only do they add a little bit more and hold up to cocktails better if you're going to do that sort of thing, but just the less it's watered down, you're going to get a little bit more flavor, which can sometimes be too much. Like it can be a little spicy or anything like that, but usually you're going to get a little more body, get a little more viscosity, like all that kind of stuff to it if it's a higher proof.
What's the proof on this one?
90. Which is, again, that's what a lot of their stuff is, unless you do a cask strength. The Milestone edition we did, I think that was 112 or 116 proof or something like that. That was up there a little, like kind of mid-range a little bit. That one's still so good. I think that was one of the few where I was like, yeah, I could have bought another one of these, even though it's ridiculously expensive.
It's thinner than I was expecting. Not a lot of body.
I mean, it's 90 proof.
I do get that. And so as you were talking about also their chocolate, I find that mint leaf note.
Well, and that would be
means
from
a
the
lot.
rye.
Yeah.
In this one specifically.
So I was going to say, I find that as a common, not in all of them, but in many of them. And
there's a little bit of
it's
that.
good that I came to this without thinking about it. And then I was like, what am I? Oh, I'm like, oh yeah, Westward. There you are.
There you are.
I have found you.
There is a little bit of that toward the back, like on the finish. Like I get a little bit of that, like kind of very light, natural mint leaf, not spearmint gum, not peppermint gum. Like, so we always kind of want to talk about that. Like I said, more toward like mint julep or whatever. Like there's a little bit of that at the back. I agree.
Yeah.
I think some of that, like I said, there's a little bit of chocolate going through there. There's a little bit of that either brown sugar or molasses kind of note, which is nice. The baking spices still kind of come through as well.
Yeah.
I'm not really getting as much of the cinnamon as I get in the nose. That seems
Correct.
to have died down a little bit.
And that's, I think, good.
I am too. Like I said, the Milestone had a lot of that, but that like it worked with where that one was. Like I said, had a little bit more focus on those spice. Like that one was just fantastic. I'm very excited. Like I said, again, one of the ones we have coming to us, it's in a sherry barrel, which I always like those. Like whenever you can kind of bring the fruit. The Pinot Noir one I think was good, but I don't think it came through quite as much as I was hoping for, but it was still really good. I know my friend, I don't think they've opened it, but my friend has a bottle of that's cask strength of the sherry barrel one that they had actually got, I think, while they were in that area. So that's one I definitely want to
A couple of my
try at some
coworkers
point.
really liked that I know the Trader Joe's, the cask head that I sent you picked, and that's aged in sherry barrels.
Oh, okay.
They're like very big fans of that.
Some of these we make and hide inside dorms, and I've had people send security to the room and they didn't care as long as I wasn't having anybody drive that night. I mean, yeah. Leave. You can't leave as soon as you have a drink. You can't leave. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Drink responsibly, as they always say.
It's very drinkable.
I would agree that, like I said, again, the body is on the thinner side, but there's so many other flavors going on.
There's a lot going on. Yeah,
there's a lot of that flavor still being brought. It does always make you wonder, like, so again, what we talked about, like I said, what would have been just even at 100 proof? Like if it had just been just bumped up a little bit. You know, not that you're looking for that, the rest of it, like I said, because that was already there, like I said, but just having that little bit of
a little more body,
just a little bit more viscosity to it, which might be a little bit more layer of those. Like I said, the chocolatey kind of notes and some of those lower level things might be there a little bit more. But yeah, no, I was very happy with this one. Like I know you weren't as much of a fan of it, at least at the time. Like I said, I liked the double dark a lot. I had some of that one the other night and I was like, man, this one's really good.
Well, I think like, as I think like we were talking about, you have 10 things that you like and you're ranking them. One of them has to be number 10.
That's true.
But so
unless you just go 5 A, B, C, D.
Yeah,
like you never anything. Nothing was below a 5.
These are all bad. Yeah,
these are all fine.
These are all ranked. Yeah, no, and I actually had for some reason thought about that within the last few days. I was like, oh yeah, remember that? But it was
how did that come up?
It was still just in my brain.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like I was having the same
my
conversation.
Wandering brain. No, just like just wait a minute. I remember. Actually, you know what? It wasn't. It was today when we sat down with this. I was like, oh yeah, the last one we had, I said was my least favorite. So no, it was not quite that long ago. Time goes by so quickly.
As we get older.
Yeah. Oh God, yes. That is for sure.
Yeah, I think we've had a few other American single malts. We've had stuff from Cedar Ridge. I'm trying to think of the other places. There was one other place that we bought. We've had it from New Holland. And actually that's one too. I keep forgetting because I put it in the lower cabinet. We actually have one of those we could open too because I bought one that was a bottled in bond, so it was a higher proof of that original Dragon's Milk one that we had, which kind of started us on that road to deliciousness with American single malts.
Yeah.
My wife was not as much a huge fan of that other one though, the beer bourbon one or whatever that one was.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which that one was okay. I think that one was like 86 proof or whatever or something. It was like a cheaper offering. Like I said, it's been fine. I think I would be interested. I need to taste that one again, and then I think that might be kind of fun in a cocktail because of some of the notes in there, but amp it up with a few other things to kind of hit that. But Yeah, that's just really good aromas. Time seems to move faster at this age because we don't remember what just happened. Damn it, Mills. Mills always got to hit it right on the head. Now I'm convinced and very interested. I mean, this, like I said, if you can find someone else that either, which is something I always recommend. Like I said, we have some things that are more, at least budgetary wise, you know, like I said, sometimes a little bit cheaper. Like I said, we did the Trader Joe's, their barrel entry proof that we like every year. That is absolutely fantastic. You can find that one for $30. Like I said, that one is excellent. And obviously we have some other things that are more expensive like this. The best thing that you can do is if you are interested in trying different whiskeys or styles, single malts, all that kind of stuff, is hopefully you have a place maybe in town that has some of these on hand where you could just go get a pour.
Yeah.
And sometimes that seems, you know, equally as expensive because you're like, well, I'm going to pay $20 for this pour and I could have bought a bottle for what it's like. Well, it's kind of not about that. It's about like, oh, I can try 3 or 4 different things, see what I like. And then next time I know I can go get that bottle and be confident about it and confident in that certain style. Because again, as much as I love the chocolate notes, the malted milk kind of thing that goes on in here, that is the base of a lot of their things. Someone else might be like, oh, I don't like that. And it's in all of these. I don't, and that's totally fine. Like, you know, you're wrong, but it's totally fine.
Unless you find a place like Trader Joe's, you could buy a bottle and try it and be like, I don't like it, and take it back.
That feels so weird.
It is weird.
How many people return opened alcohol? I know people have done other things. You've talked about stories. Again, we won't get too many specifics where people have been like, I bought too much for a party, I'm taking it all back. And you're like, oh, and you're like
cleaning out my pantry.
Yeah.
Because I'm going back to my home in the Midwest for the summer.
Right.
It doesn't, usually the only time it happens is if it's like a corked bottle. There's some things like they open it and it's, you know, the cork was bad, or there's something actually off with it. But I mean, obviously I did it with the rum.
Right. Yeah. I just didn't know if that happens like very often.
Not too often.
That's good, I guess.
Most people are like, oh, I'm not going to return it, because I'll tell them this is our policy.
Yeah.
Especially when I suggest it to people, I'm like, well, I liked it, but here's our policy. If you take a sip of it, have a glass. If you didn't like it, bring it back. If you're not going to drink, most people are like, well, I'll at least cook with it, or
right.
I bought a bottle of wine the other, and I had it over my weekend. It was a French Viognier, and it was fine. I'm not going to buy that bottle again, but there wasn't anything wrong with it.
Right.
It just wasn't my thing, and I'm not going to. Obviously, I consumed it. So I'm not going to be like, this wasn't any good.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like,
sort of thing.
Again, like, so that's great that they have that policy. Like, I think people maybe with alcohol too are even more prone to not do that, because there's so much usually with, like, once you bought it, like, even if you haven't opened it, it's like you're done. Like, at least a lot of places kind of that same thing. Yeah. Prices don't matter to me. It's the quality of the product. And if I would actually like it, my Trader Joe's is an hour away. Yeah, for sure. Like, and again, that's how it is for us too. Like I said, at least for me, like I said, it's not about the price. Like I said, if it winds up being more expensive, well, now it's just something I sip, and I just, I don't, it's not my daily drinker or whatever, like what people want to say.
Depending on where you're located, your Trader Joe's may or may not have the barrel proof bourbon. Like I said, not all stores can sell spirits, so but if they do, but if you do have access to that and you are planning on making that hour drive, then that would probably be worth at least you're trying that.
Very lucky to have bars for each flavor of liquor within walking distance of me that you can try basically anything, such as this one. So it's so funny that you actually mentioned this place, Berserker. I have actually been here. I went to here. God, I remember when that was, when it was, like I said, it was me and Joe and Frank. Like, we all went on that trip to San Diego where we were doing.
Oh, yeah. That was like 2019, I think.
And at this place, this is where I had the 23-year Pappy. That was at that, like I said. So, yeah, I've actually been to this, or one of these bars, the 7 Grand. I remember, I was like, as soon as I saw the name in chat there, I was like, I think this might be the place. I was like, I need to see the deer antler thing. I was like, oh, there's the antler. Like, yep, I've been in there. Very cool place. Very, very cool place. Highly recommend. And yeah, it was one of those places where you go in, you feel a little like, you're like, oh, this is kind of one of these places. And then you go in and you're like, hey, you got any Pappy here? Which year do you want? When they throw down a book, you're like, jeez. Like, okay.
But see, you're the guy you want to be with in those situations, because you're like,
that's true. I was like, well, you probably should pick this one. Yeah.
No, that's you.
Yeah. It was really cool. It was a really cool experience. Like I said, really neat place. Very recommended. And exactly like you said, the list is crazy long, and like, you know, you can do different years of things, and that's it. Almost like I said, whiskey can almost sometimes become like a wine list, because there are years of like, you know, of the George T. Stagg and other stuff where it's like, wow, the 23 was great because of this, but the next one wasn't quite as good because it was a little too hot, and this one, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's neat. Sushi, hello, it is good to see you, Sushi. How are you? Good to see you. How are things? So where does this one make it in the rank then? Obviously the milestone being still number one, I'm sure.
Yeah, this one is probably in the
middle?
in the
Middle of the pack? Oh.
Yeah, I'm this one is probably,
I guess, what's your number two then after the milestone?
I don't know, I'd have to go through and try them all again.
Oh my God, look at this guy. I can't decide. Give me one of everyone again.
Yeah, let's go back and try them again.
Go back and try
this
them
is
again.
probably along the lines of the last one we had.
Okay.
Just
I think I like this.
Maybe
try that one.
Yeah.
I think I like the milestone edition. Obviously that's number one. And then I think I like the stout cask number two.
The very first one we had was really,
that was the stout one.
Okay.
We had that one. And then I think we did and then I probably like the cask strength one. Then probably this one in the dark, like these last two that we've had. And then probably after that, probably the Pinot Noir one.
okay.
That one's probably currently my.
I'd have to try the Pinot Noir
like you
again,
said,
but yeah.
still liked it.
Yeah.
Was very good. Was happy to have had it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like something has to be like that.
Once again, if you're ranking, you have to
something has to be last.
Yeah. If they're giving you even things all things you like. So.
Sushi, thank you for the 50 bits, and thank you for seeing James Cavill up on the screen. Or Henry Cavill, James Cavill. James Carville is up on the screen.
Oh wow.
No, that's not James Carville. Henry Cavill. Good thing I got that text from my mom, or I would have been real mad. I went to a closed building or someone else's funeral on Saturday rather than wait, oh wow. That would have been a little embarrassing. Let me in.
I'm here.
Let me in.
I'm here to celebrate life.
Went to a closed building or someone else's funeral would have been funnier. That would have been funnier. Yeah, that's always good to get those texts, those kind of reminders.
Oh yeah.
4-hour drive one way. Oh my gosh. So that happened the other day, although it wasn't a 4-hour drive. So like I said, I've talked to everybody, like I said, Pippin, our mixed breed dog, like I said, that we've had now for 5 years.
Wow.
Like 5.5 years. She now is on thyroid medication. She's losing some weight, which is good. And like I said, that's helping out. She's found some energy that she didn't know that she had. And like I said, but it's been nice. But anyway, so I had to pick up, we were waiting on, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, I have a week's worth of medication left. We just did blood work. Are we going to change anything, or should I turn in another refill for this prescription? Like what's going, like, you know, you're kind of like, and then it was finally got to yesterday. They're like, oh, okay, everything's good. We want to keep her on the same amount. We'll recheck her in a couple months, Like, okay, that's great. I'm like, all right, well, can I get the refill? Sure. Let us know when you have about a week's left. And I said, I have a day and a half. And like, oh, okay, we can get, you know, that part was no problem. But so I'm texting back and forth, and they're like, okay, her medication is ready to go. Great. And I'm like, all right, sweet. I'll come and pick it up. Finished stream the other day. Drive down there, sign on the door. We're closed for an employee meeting from 2 to 4.
Oh, geez.
I was like, none of the texts. You could have said, like, don't, if you're going to come down, please don't come down between 2 and 4. I was like,
wow.
So I went back down today. You're fine, but still. Don't worry, folks. I'm a paid mourner. Went to somebody's funeral before, and I randomly started dying laughing and couldn't control it. Wow. That happens, though. Like, what was that? Was it 4 weddings and a funeral where they're laughing at the funeral?
I don't know if it was
Sometimes
that, but
things
I
are
know
funny
it was
at a funeral.
Mary Tyler Moore show.
Oh, that's right.
Tyler
Chuckles the
Moore.
Clown is dead.
Yeah.
A little song,
A little dance.
a little seltzer down your pants.
She's
Wasn't even-
laughing, but then all of a sudden she's just
Well, yeah, because
breaks
she's
down.
upset with everybody else that's laughing, right?
Yeah.
And then when they get there, then she just starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Good place to die, though. Saves time. Wasn't even on purpose. Sometimes we just laugh out loud at certain times. It's true. Sometimes this thing hits you. Bona, how's it going? Good to see you. How are you? How are things? Good to see you. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. As we wrap things up a little bit, what are we going to do next week?
Well, you have some sort of THC beverage, I thought.
I do. We should do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. We have we've got a seltzer. Oh my God. Seltzer down the pants got me chuckling.
Little song, little dance.
It is from an old show. I don't know. People in chat might be too young to hear this because it was Evening Kids from Snaps earlier. So Evening Kids, Mary Tyler Moore show, classic show. And that one in particular isn't it called Chuckles the Clown is Dead? I think the
something
episode,
along those
lines. I think the episode is called that.
Dies or something. Yeah, something with
I'm
Chuckles.
not a kid. Mary Tyler Moore. Yeah, that is definitely. I'm over 18. I'm not a kid. I'm 19 and a half. No, it's fine.
Define
no one say your age in
kid.
chat. Don't do it. We have to ban you all. Crack my back every time I sneeze. Does that make me feel? It does. I'm sorry, it does. It could be from the weight of your like luscious beard, though. That could definitely be it. Like sometimes when you have extra beard weight and you kind of sneeze, like it
Could throw
kinda,
things off.
Exactly, it can throw things off. So
Even just doing that can throw things off.
You have a very important question. Oh, Sushi, what is that question? I think I know what that question might be, but go ahead. What is that question?
Very important question.
So we have a THC laden seltzer. I think I'll probably do the prickly pear one. My beard is my counterbalance.
Oh, you can lean back farther. Yes.
Sorry. When will you be adding stickers to your merch store? Oh, I still need to do that. Oh, speaking of that, maybe a new piece of merch tomorrow. We'll see if everybody likes it. If everyone likes it, we'll have a new piece of merch showing up at the store tomorrow. The cracking of the joints every time you move is another one. But yeah, so we'll have that seltzer.
I've got some wine thoughts. We could do that.
Okay.
What else? I don't know. Do you got a cocktail? Or possibly if
cocktail, we may have even more Westward whiskey, or is that getting to be too much?
Yeah, well,
are we doing too much?
All right. I don't think so.
Should we just start doing a flight?
Yeah,
maybe we should save because I'm going to get 3 of them in. Maybe we should do
them all at the
one
same
episode
time.
and do a flight of West, and like that's the whole episode. We could do something like that when they come in.
I could see depending on what my coworker says about that.
I could try everything I have. You were just saying you wanted to. I don't have 2 of them, but everything. I would have those 3. I would have 7. I would 7 we could try.
Wow, that'd be a lot. I'll have to stay here that night.
Crop tops are merch, so are fedoras. I wish we could add fedoras to there. I bet you'd get one. Mod Sherpa, it's good to see you. Just don't start driving yet. Wait another few hours. Exactly. Always got to wait the proper amount of time. Crop tops are merch. Have you seen this? Oh no, I don't think. No, he is not. We're gonna see if anyone likes it. Then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Crop tops for Bona. I mean, he can get them if he wants. All right. Let us go see who we're going to go say hi to while we wrap things up. Thank you guys all for being here.
Yeah, it was a nice, good group. We had the big raid.
We did. Snaps came in earlier. Which is raid.
Thank you.
This is
great.
Keith.
I'm Keith.
That's Keith.
I'm Keith.
I'm Andrew.
He's Andrew.
Or Bevy.
Right.
Or Beverages. There's so many names. You do crop stops to just say the glass is half full. This is Patrick. Oh man! All right, what an evening! Time for a drink. Yeah, it is time for it. Everybody, if you are able to, have a beverage of some kind, something like that. Have some good food.
Yeah, doesn't have to be alcoholic. It
does not have to be
any sort of delicious beverage.
We need another Keith Flex on stream.
I just did. There you go. You saw it
mentally.
No, I actually
mental
did
flex.
If you went back, you'd see it.
Oh,
there was a little bit of There was a little movement.
Should we do the? We could do the Arnold Schwarzenegger and from Predator and Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Should we just start every stream with that? Keith! That's how we start every podcast.
And we end with the Rocky 3.
Yeah, exactly. It's the eye of the dog. There we go. Sushi with the gigantic flex emote. Oh, man. I need a drink for what the insurance company is willing to pay for. Asbestos removal is done. Oh, my gosh. Asbestos removal, Mod Sherpa. I'm glad that's done. Did you ever try Bundaberg rum? Have we ever had Bundaberg rum?
We have not had.
I don't think we have.
Bundaberg.
No. We can have a big one for the anniversary. That's true. We are trying to work that out. I saw it's like April 8th is technically the 8-year stream anniversary of being affiliate for the channel. Okay. So, which I think is a Wednesday. But you can set it to be anywhere within 2 weeks. So maybe maybe we try and plan something for that Thursday, like have some sort of celebration and hang out. And
We
and
wear
do something.
tuxedos. And
We could.
okay. All
We
right.
could. And with every sub, a cummerbund comes off.
Yeah.
The jacket comes
Strip
off.
subs.
Strip subs.
Strip
That's right.
subbing.
That's exactly what everyone. 8 years is insane. It is insane. It is
Yeah,
absolutely
that's crazy.
insane.
And that's just 8 years on this platform.
That's true.
We had a couple year break, but before that we had, like 7 years. So
yeah, we're at like 15 years
Yeah.
total doing podcasts
Yep.
and things like that, which is crazy.
crazy.
Huge ideas here. So many huge ideas. All right. Keep your ideas and cards and letters coming, as they say. Let's go say hi to Sarah. She is doing some Twid reading, which she
tuxedo
probably already
t-shirt.
did.
Oh,
Tuxedo
yeah.
t-shirt.
Okay,
There you go.
we
It's
can
not
make
bad.
that.
I'm telling you. We could.
Put it up on
We
the...
could.
We could.
She is doing, it looks like maybe some helps of some sort with the new dungeon, or at least she's just running the new dungeon. Let's go say hi to her. She is super, super nice. We love her around here. And yeah, we will see you together next week at 2:30 Pacific,
correct.
5:30 Eastern next Thursday. I will see you tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, playing some more Outer Worlds 2, which we were talking about earlier. So yeah, that is the plan. Go say hi to the wonderful Sarah. And if you are not following Sarah from Red, you can do, wait, why did that not work? That didn't do anything. What's going on? There it is. That was weird. Why didn't the first one
There we
work?
go.
We got it. We figured it out. Good night, gents. Good night to
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Thank you guys
Thank you
all
so
for being
much.
here.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Again, have a wonderful rest of your evening. I can't find all the buttons. There we go. I found it.
There we are.
Now
I
we
hear
can
the music.
officially end.
I hear it. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next. I'll see you next week.
Good night.